hopefully we will be out here shortly. Figure I'd do a little live stream. Anyway, yeah, hold on. Let me get my stuff set up. Getting everything set up. We are. We'll be headed northbound shortly. We waiting to pick up our last two. We're gonna be light north. So far, just 17. We've got. Uh, we'll be 6 long and 3 wide, and see we've got those out there on the side, waiting to pick up. We got those pulled off the head, stuck out on the side. We're gonna stick 2 more into them and stick them over there, and then we'll boogie. So we're just gonna be 3 wide and 6 long, and getting headed north. Let's see. I'll try to read what everybody's asking. Location: we're down by Convent, Louisiana. We're down here by below. That's Sunshine Bridge is right up there. Well, it's not zooming very good. And Tazy. Oh, there it is. That's the Sunshine Bridge. We are right. We're down below it. Down St. Alice. No, I didn't see the seeker. Hold on. Hello from Japan, somebody says. That's cool. Hey, no, the seeker, they came down like 3 weeks ago. I don't know where they went. They're in, I think, one of those holes down. I'm not sure where they went, but they came down. After I posted the video about how deep is the Mississippi River, he responded. The guy on the SV Seeker responded and had a little correspondence with him, but they're not on the river anymore. They're wherever they are. So I didn't see them. I missed them, but they definitely came down through when it was really bad. We've got about 10 foot extra water coming our way, so it's not going to be. To be real honest, that 10 foot of water, it's not going to get us out of the channel. It's just going to make things swifter. So I was talking to a buddy of mine. Southbound is going to be really. It'll be more challenging for next couple of weeks. The extra water helps, but it'll just make things swifter. Anyway, guys, headed out. Headed out to go pick up our barges. They'll be bringing them over from across the river. There he is, a Claire Ellen. He's over there. That's us right here. That's the way we'll look. This is not really focusing very well. Anyway, that's us right here. See on radar, that's us. And I think it's the Claire Ellen right up there. That's a ship on anchor. That's what is it? Strategic Alliance. That's that ship on anchor up there. But anyway, Claire Allen's bringing our barges over to us. Just for reference, that ring's a half mile. That's a 1 mile ring. That's a half mile ring. That's a 1 mile ring. So that gives you an idea on things. Yeah, Ken S. asked about deer crossing the river. Yes, especially up on Ohio. I've seen deer crossing the river many times. I was shocked how fast a deer can swim. Of course, they're not a dolphin in the water, but they can actually get across the water quite fast. Yeah, I've seen them, and we used to actually run over deer. I pulled deer out of where we pulled toes apart down south, and they've had deer like caught up in between them where they've caught. So yeah, we've had deer. I've seen deer crossing there. It's been a while, but usually that was up on Ohio. We'd see those. Um, so yeah, Ken, definitely. Yeah, the seeker's not on the seeker's already. Folks that are talking about the seeker, they I don't know it's I went and checked his channel out. He's off. That stuff's like 3 weeks old. He's kind of like me. He posts stuff that's old and then he does live streams and it gets a little complicated to figure out exactly where he's at. But yeah, he's there. I don't know. They were in some slough like over like headed towards I want to say like in between here and Lake Charles. That's the best way I can describe it. It was in a lake. I don't know if they took it through one of the side channels, the Port Allen route, and one of the somewhere back in there. I'm not sure where they are, but they're not on the Mississippi anymore. Um, yeah, there's somebody for the freight pilot wanting to know about my schedule. I generally I work a 30 and 30 schedule, 30 days on, 30 days off. When I'm on the boat, we work 6 hours on, 6 hours off twice a day. So I work 12 hours a day, but I'm working 6 hours.
Come on there, Miss Angel.
I'm on what they call the front watch, the captain's watch, and I work from 5 to 11.
So 1920, I was going to be hopping on this microwave. Very good.
I work. That's the Fleet Channel. I work 5 to 11 twice a day. So 5 in the morning till 11, and 5 in the evening till 11. And pilot works 11 to 5. That's our schedule. And yeah, 12 hours. You get. I really can. I've talked about time management. I get if I'm really managing my time, I get more sleep on a boat than I do anywhere. You do get used to it. I generally sleep like when I'm doing that. I get most of my sleep on one of the watches, like in the morning watch. Man, I go straight. I'm down there and I'm asleep in within 20 minutes of being off watch. Sometimes I go to sleep pretty quick, and then I sleep my full off watch. Wake up 30 minutes early, get ready. So I can get a good 5 hours, off watch if I manage my time well. 5 hours of sleep, and then and usually the other watch, off watch. It just depends. Sometimes I'll sleep, and then sometimes I'll get just the afternoon nap. Just matters on what I want to do. But I get in a pretty regimented schedule on a boat. We're backed in, a little drizzly, a little rainy, a little cool, but we're not backed in. Gee, me, we're shoved in. And I'm not even working the engines because we're so long and these things stick up. They're just drafted about 1 foot, so they're up out of the water. You see how much it is, and they're just drafted 1 foot. So a little bit of wind on the side of them affects them. And we've got a little bit of wind holding me into the bank. So long and the short, slack water and a little wind. I'm not having to work the engines at all. We're just sitting here. See how the flag's blowing.
Go ahead and take me,
But we are faced north, so if it was to start sliding back, I just kind of put an engine in gear and shove into the bank right there. But that's kind of the way we are. We're just laid here. I'm not even turning the engine. It's just kind of holding us here. It's like I said, dead slack water right here, so it's not much of an issue. Anyway. Illinois. Somebody asked if I ever ride through the Illinois. It's been a while, but yes, I've been up to. That's where I got my start. Was up on Illinois River, decking up there. Um, I really don't run boats as a wheelman. I get up there now and again, but it's been a while. It's been about a couple of years since I've been up to Illinois. I feel like home up there, though. I love it up there. Let me hold on. I don't like running a boat up there, but it's a nostalgic area to me. How's that? Somebody wants to know what we haul down the river. This trip, soybeans and corn. Soybeans and corn. I think I've answered everybody. Anyway, that's what we got going. Um, to be real honest, what I do is setting. There's not much for much. I just kind of monitor the radio. So I got my setup right here, my speaker. I could plug that into the, sound system. And there are different boats have different sound systems on them, but uh, YouTube videos, and I'll do some editing on mine. But to be real honest, I had Dateline planned for tonight, the Peacock. Somebody asked about this the other day. They asked about they were asking about what that said. I can't remember where it was, but they're very important. Under no circumstances should the bow have a deeper draft than the stern. Stern draft should maintain at least 8 foot 6 inches to avoid losing seal. Somebody asked about that the other day. I didn't even know. I was curious when I saw the comment. I was downstairs and I didn't know. Somebody asked about these also. These, if the chief engineer's working on an engine, we can put those on. That way, somebody, that's just, yeah. Usually it's something like that. And we can screw these down to where, see, they don't go out of gear. And then usually if the chief's working on the engine, we screw it down where they can't work on it. And then put one of those on. Those are what those got mics. Anyway, but that's yeah. I don't know. Some of the light switches. You can see port back. That's basically handles lights on the port side in general, and these are starboard side lights, deck lights, call whistle. Yeah, those are winch. I can tighten the winches up. The face wire winches down there, I can tighten with those. Searchlight on top of the wheelhouse. Searchlight on side of the wheelhouse. I can control, this controls, see what, I can control that one, turn it on. Oh, I didn't mess with that one, hold on. Well, I'll say, must be a switch somewhere. Anyway, I'll ask the chief. It's not working. I think there's a switch. Oh, I know that one works. Yeah, that's one works that. And I can move it. Yeah, it works good. And then these use the up on top of the wheelhouse. I like the twist better actually than the electric. I can control it better. Okay. There's that. Slide meter, how fast we're going forward, how fast we're going sideways, and what direction. Sounders, we've got those off. Swing meter tells which way I'm swinging. Yeah, radar. I think that's about it. We've got that's RPMs, the main engine RPMs, and this is also main engine RPMs. Radios. That's intercom. I can call any one of the rooms in anywhere on the boat. Yeah, kind of little stuff. Oh, that's cool, Kat. I'm glad your son enjoys the videos. Somebody asked about closing down the locks for winter maintenance. It varies. There's sometimes they try to run, as long as they can with the until stuff starts freezing up there, and they can't run. But they schedule, yeah, they usually put out something what their schedule is, their winter schedule. I've run all the way up to Fort Madison in January before. I've run all the way up to Fort Madison in January, so I'm not really. It varies year to year. Here's the tug bringing our other two barges. He's got them on a headline. He's bringing those two, and they'll put them up underneath those two. And then when they get all those two under, it's kind of hard to see, but there's two there, and they'll go here. When they get those two made up, they'll stick them back out towards on the head, and then we'll be 6 long and 3 wide, and that's what we'll depart with. That's how we'll leave out of here. Let me see here. Let me hold on. Do this. Man, that's a searchlight. I think that bulb's going bad. It looks like. Anyway, sorry, I'm messing with my switches, trying to get that searchlight. Yeah, see, there's the two he's bringing. And then they'll go up underneath those, and then I'll stick them right out there. That's the ones. Hey, which one's on the outside? What number you got on the outside there, Clarilla? All right, 1,000. I appreciate it. Find out which one that they had. See, he's got which one he's had. What order of it? He's telling me which one was there. Which one was on that outside. And then I'll go in here in our tow planner, and the 1001 goes on the outside. That one goes on the inside, and that's what we'll look like. That's what we'll look like when we leave out right here. Our boat's right here, and see those are 200 foot long, so we'll be 1,200 foot long out in front of us. We got knots there. If we got another one to pick up, those are ones just we're not picking up. That's just anyway. But that's the way we'll look. 105 foot wide by 1,200 foot long, and then the boat. So anyway. What do you do if there's a tornado? I've got a video. Go pull up. I can't remember the title of it, but Mark Twain and tornado, and it'll pull up, and you'll see. We had one cross in front of us there, up there above Cape Girardeau, and there's video of it. Not a whole lot. You don't do a whole lot. You keep rolling. Kind of like hurricanes. Keep rolling. Ooh, it's so cool out. A little crisp. Gotta get an idea what they got going there. Get out of the wind over here. There. Refueling, we'll take fuel when we get up to Baton Rouge, and then that'll be enough to get us on up to Vicksburg, Memphis, whatever. It varies. For northbound, we can burn up to 6,000 gallons a day. Southbound, we're burning probably about 2,000. So it just varies. I think the boat will hold up about 100,000. We usually won't get below 60,000. We don't like, we won't get them below a certain level, mainly for ballast. When it starts getting light on fuel, we start setting up out of the water, bobbing a little bit. It handles better when it's heavy and it sets in the water better. Somebody want to know about pay? I don't know. That's something that I don't know. I think you can Google the companies and stuff, and they've got applications and stuff like that. But I really don't. I don't know. I don't. That's something I don't really comment on or know about. Is pay scales or anything like that. It's a good profession. It's a good profession. It's a good job, and they're hiring. I saw Golding Line out of Vicksburg was doing some hiring. With the Gary Clark, somebody's commenting on a video that has Gary Clark Jr. in it. Yeah, we're fixing to go northbound. Somebody asked which way we're going. And green, just reference. I think they pay green deckhands anywhere from, one at lower end maybe 120 a day to up over 200 a day. So that's pretty close. Yeah, I'm not hauling corn from Minnesota, but I know they're bringing it out of there. Somebody wants to know if they're hauling corn. The deckhands get paid by the day. Somebody want to know that. Zip line at the Bass Pro. Name of the company I'm working for is Western Rivers Boat Management. WRMB. Western River. They're out of Paducah. Um, yeah. Anyway, that's kind of what we got going. See, they're putting that tugs out on the side, and he's putting they're getting those two wired in, and then they'll put the whole block of four out on the head. Well, it is cool out. It is cool out. Sunshine Bridge up that way. Really not a lot to see in the dark, but Zeno, it's a big grain facility. Zeno down there in the corner there, Whitehall. But just a nice kind of give me a little break this evening while they're putting that stuff together before we get going north. I don't like stepping up that. There, get some. I really did a job on my head. I don't know. And I did the. I'm clean shaven. See, I go down there. Yeah. There. See. Yeah. Got to show a little of the captain. I hope I got good enough signal. Hope I didn't lose signal coming down here. It's Captain's Bath. See, it's Officer's Lounge, Captain's Lounge. Anyway, not too far from work. See, I'm just right here. Yeah, we have great cook on here. Tammy's her name. She does wonderful work. Yeah, and we're taking empties northbound. That is correct. These are all empty barges that had grain in them that are going north. And yeah, that's what we got going. Not a whole lot, just chilling a little bit. See where I got my setup. We got water. You know, nothing fancy. Well, let me take it back. I think it is. And of course, my stool. I don't do these. I swore off the chairs. I either stand up or use a stool. It's been done wonders for my back. Um, you know, refrigerator with a little water. Keep our water cool in it. Yeah. That's Cap Mike's. I don't know. He's got his workout band stuff he uses. And of course, his potato plant that's made an appearance in all the videos, and his little bonsai tree. That's Cat Mike, regular Cat Monitor. He'll be coming back Tuesday. I'll be swapping boats, y'all, Tuesday. I don't know where I'm going. There's an outside chance I might be going up on the upper. Uh, I got a sinking feeling that I might be driving from way the hell down here, way up to go catch a boat up north, but I'm not sure. That's yet to be determined. I know I'll be catching another boat Tuesday. I'll be getting off here Tuesday. Cat Mike's coming back. No, I'm not military. I never was in the Navy. No, started out decking on a towboat. Yes, somebody driving a boat with three engines. Yeah, the Lois Ann, one of the first boats, actually did some steering on that old girl. She was a triple screw. But yeah, might be going to the Upper Mississippi River, Cat. Don't know yet. Don't know yet. So we'll see. We'll find out soon. I figure Monday morning I'll know where I'm headed. But I'm still considering. I still got the vlog, kind of. I guess it's a vlog series. I've still got some southbound to finish out the southbound. There's actually some really good footage. I was going to get it up today, but actually I slept. So there's that. But tomorrow I'm going to try to get that one up. I might finish editing it tonight. And man, it takes forever to upload those videos. It took like almost 6 or 8 hours to upload the last one. So we'll see how it goes. The boat I'm on right now is the Stone Strait, named after one of the owner's son. Yeah, I'll let y'all know what boat I'm getting on. I will let folks know. Anyway, won't be too much longer. See, these tugs out there shoving that. They got those tied off, like I said, and they brought the other two over, so we're just shoving those and putting them. And folks, it takes a little while to do this work. I figure. And there's four guys. They got our two guys and two guys off the tug. So there's four guys out there doing it. I think probably a couple more hours time they get them wired in out there and everything ready to go. When do I plan on retiring? Every trip, man.
Get your headlight off and get you to come up under these and bump this inside one up for us.
I plan on retiring after every trip. I tell everybody after every trip it's my last one. I don't know. I don't say win. I don't play the lottery, so I guess I can't win the lottery. I have to. Yeah, I got to do something else. But I've got so many plans that one of these days something will take hold. But I enjoy what I'm doing so far. It's working out. I mean, and they're paying me, so you know, it's kind of a win-win type deal. But I turn 53 soon, so yeah, retirement's definitely something I think about now. It's something I think about. Boat going down over there. Little, little hazy, little rainy, a little cool. Yeah. Somebody's asking about fuel prices. Yeah, I mean, it definitely affects it, but I don't. That's not my end of. I don't worry about that. I mean, that's something that I don't have any control over. So, man, I mean, a lot of that stuff. As far as the hiring folks and The people talk about budgets and stuff, and yeah, we have them, but it's not something I worry about or even focus on. I usually fill in. I don't ride a regular boat, so I usually bounce from boat to boat, and like Captain Mike, him and his crew, I don't interfere with his what he's got going on this boat. I just kind of basically handle things while he's gone. I don't mess with the budgets. I don't order a bunch of stuff. I don't, you know, do anything. I get on and drive the boat. I drive the boat and I fill out the payroll sheet, and that's what I do. I obviously deal with handling the tow stuff, but as far as budgets and money and fuel and all that stuff, no, man. I just put in the order what we need. The chief engineer, I don't even worry about that. The chief tells me, "Hey, man, we need to get some fuel." I pass it on to the office. I'm basically a high paid secretary when it comes to that stuff. I just pass it on. Um, I'm all about delegating. I'm all about delegating. And if you don't do your job now, that's a different deal. Then then I'm going to say something. But, everybody that rides with me knows what I expect. And I'm not hard to ride with at all. Everybody does their job. I'm real easy to ride with. The only time I really got to say something is when we have folks not doing their job. But that's, rare. That's really rare. Most of these boats, like I said, I get on, and that's what it works for me. Works for flexibility. That's by choice. I've always done that. I've never really wanted to make a boat my home. I've always, I don't leave stuff on boats. I know guys that do that, and it's okay. That's their style. They make it their second home, but my home is in Oklahoma. I drive boats for a living. I don't like getting too comfortable on these boats. Um, yeah, and that's just me. You know. Anyway, it won't be too much longer. Uh, yeah, answer yes. Do I oversee the deckhands? Yes, I oversee. The captain oversees everybody. I talk about delegating and everything. We've got a mate and all that, and he handles the deck crew. But overall, I am in charge of. I'm the master of the vessel. But that being said, I do a lot of delegating. Have you ever had an accident on the river? Yes, yes. I've had my fair share of accidents. I could tell stories about them. Anybody that's been out here for any amount of time has had an accident. Um, it happens. No, there's somebody asked about mandatory ages. No, I've worked with captains. Captain Henry, he was in his 80s and sharp as a tack. As long as you've got the skill and you got folks that'll hire you. Basically, not even that. You don't even have to have the skills. As long as you've got a valid license and somebody that'll hire you, you're good to go. Because I was going to say, as long as you've got skills, I've worked with folks that don't have the skills, but they still had, the license and somebody that would hire them. So, yeah, and Henry, I think he was working on his last issue. He said, but it comes down. You pass the physical. They don't put a age. I think that's wrong because I know guys that have been in their late 70s that are sharp as a tack and super, yeah, good wheelmen. I think if they're restricting ages, cutting off FAA cutting ages off at 65, I think they need to revise that. I don't know. I disagree with that. Oh, the saving the boat. I was videotaping that. Uh, Captain Donnie LeBeouf was the one that was at the sticks. I was videotaping it. That was very interesting. Yeah, I've got. I'm going to do a explanation video, kind of a companion that goes along where I'm explaining what I need to do that. It's been years in the making, but actually I have. I've already got some footage of me explaining that a little better, so I'll get it up soon. This next time home, hopefully. Anyway, he's getting up on the side now. I'm gonna move him up. Anyway, I've been on here a little while. I just wanted to kind of give an update before we got headed north. Yeah, I'm gonna try to continue the vlog series and stay consistent. I've got one I'll get up tomorrow, and yeah. Anyway, I'm enjoying the comments. I enjoy the interaction when I can. I am doing this job first, so I apologize if I'm not. There's a lot to be. There's a lot to criticize me on my videos, so. But I do appreciate the constructive criticism, and I do try to answer questions, and the questions don't bother me. Some of them I'm just, maybe a little bit, I don't understand the question, they're a little bit complicated, and I try to explain those in the videos. So anyway, yeah, man, thank y'all.